welcome. In 1955, Walt Disney spoke those immortal words inviting guests to step inside the happiest place on earth for the very first time. Since its opening, Disneyland has stood as a beacon to dreamers of all ages. It evolved out of a magical storytelling realm envisioned 1 century ago. As we celebrate 100 years of the Walt Disney Company, we are grateful for the many friends and families who have shared this wondrous journey with us from generation to generation. We feel honored and privileged to have played a small role in presenting a century of storytelling to you and your loved ones. Today, we hope you experience all the adventure, wonder, and joy that your heart and imagination can hold. And we hope you are as excited as we are to see what the next century will bring. For your safety, please walk to your next destination. Thank you, and welcome to Disneyland.
Hi everyone! Welcome to the Austin Family Adventures. What episode, Noah?
39.
Episode 39. And today we're going to be talking about our first day at
Disneyland.
Yeah.
Last episode we talked about Toontown.
Last episode we talked about Toontown, and that was actually day 3 for us at Disneyland. So kind of backtracking a little bit. But our first day at Disneyland, of course, we are rope droppers. So we rope dropped the park. We got there in plenty of time to meet the crowd in the hub.
Yes, yep.
And we were not staying at a Disneyland resort hotel, so we didn't get to take advantage of the extra magic hours.
No.
But I don't think that really affected us.
I don't think it would have made much of a difference. And it's almost like World.
Yeah.
It's very similar until you come around that corner.
Yeah.
And then like everything pops out and is way different. You like,
yeah, it's the main street's a little bit different.
You're like, what is this park?
Yeah, castle is a lot different.
Yeah.
But
You're almost like, where's the castle at the end of Main Street?
It's much smaller.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think it seemed as crazy. People weren't like
No.
rushing through Main Street like they do at World.
No, I didn't feel like I was gonna get my ankles run over or anything. I mean, I was probably the one watching out for people's ankles more so than anyone else.
Yeah.
But I found that there were a lot of people rope dropping Rise of the Resistance.
Right.
Yeah, so we were kind of going off to the left. If you're looking at the castle, we were going off to the left that way, and
Right.
we were going to go straight into Fantasyland, and so most people that were going to Rise were also on that side of the park. So they kind of peeled off more into Adventure and Frontierland to cut that way. And
We went through the castle.
we cut straight through the castle. Yeah.
Yep.
Which there really wasn't much to going through the castle.
It's a thin castle. So
Blink and you're through it.
Very bland.
yeah, I think our strategy was, well, first we knew there was a lot of rain coming this day. So we knew we were in for rain, but our strategy was, let's hit up Fantasyland where they didn't have lightning lanes for a lot of the rides there, and also do the rides that we don't have at World.
Right.
So, and I think we accomplished that pretty good.
Yes.
So we got to do a lot of those. We have some POVs to show you. But no, we did Mr. Toad's ride first. And
Yeah,
tell us about
let's
that one. How did you like that?
I thought thought it was really cool.
Yeah, it was definitely a wild ride, right?
For
It
sure.
was the wildest ride
In Fantasyland?
in Fantasyland.
Yeah. So that one was good. I understand why there's some nostalgia around that ride and people missing that one. You know, I kind of wish World wouldn't replace the old ones and just add new things.
Yeah,
But
I agree.
Exactly.
it was nice to see that. And then what did we do after that?
I'm pretty sure we went to Snow White.
Yes.
Yeah, and that one was just
Daring
recently.
Adventure,
yeah,
right?
or no, that's
Oh, that's Pinocchio.
Enchanted.
Yeah.
And then Snow White's Enchanted something maybe.
Yeah, it
Snow
used to be
White's
Scary Adventure. or
Yeah.
something
Snow
like
White's Enchanted Wish.
Enchanted Wish.
Okay,
Yes.
very
So it
good.
was recently refurbed and I think everything looked really nice inside. There were some new like tech elements and
You see
lighting.
Snow White way more.
that. And I think I think what's cool about the dark rides there is all the detail on the actual like ride vehicles and
Yes.
right before you get on the rides too.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and show them that ride. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
All right.
do
Enjoy.
it.
Take care of Snail.
Hi-ho, we come like we roll.
That evil queen.
Disguise, I fool them all. Have that pumpkin.
Don't do it! Oh no.
All right, and so we stepped off of Snow White's and we headed straight to Pinocchio's
Daring Adventure.
Journey.
Oh,
Yes.
his journey. Not adventure. Whatever. But another cool one. It's a nostalgic ride. Obviously we never had it, but it's one of the first Disney movies that I remember growing up as a kid, and it is kind of scary, isn't it, Noah?
It is, yeah. I thought it was
Yeah,
I know
it
there's talk of Mr. Toad's being scary
Right.
because there was the element at the end of the story of Mr. Toad, but I felt like in general the Pinocchio Daring Journey was scarier than
I
Mr.
think the
Toad.
movie itself, I can't even watch it.
Yeah.
There are some scary elements in the movie itself, yes.
All right, we'll let you decide. Here's that video.
You sleep till after 2. It's great to be a celebrity, and that's the choice for me. Hi, Disney.
Now, you are working for me.
Watch out!
Oh no!
Hey, this way!
He always makes a jackass out of himself. Shut the doors and lock them tight.
Why are you naughty? Let me out of here, please. Please.
This way.
You blokes going somewheres?
Hey, look out for Monstro. That's it. You're almost home.
So Pinocchio, pretty good, interesting ride.
Yeah.
I can see why people are scared of it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that
We
was
checked
fun.
3 big ones off.
Yeah.
You know, we had
In the
hardly
first probably
any wait.
15 minutes.
Yeah, we had hardly any wait for them. They're not super long attractions, so you know we were done with those 3 in the first little
Yeah.
bit of the park being open.
So I think the next ride that we went to is probably one of the most unique
Mm-hmm.
rides that they have there, and that is the Storybook Land boat.
The
surf
canal
area.
boats.
Canal boats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's an actual boat, so you have to be careful when you sit down.
Yeah,
And
they-
make sure everyone sits at once and stands at once.
they time you. They tell you, you know, this side stand up, this person move forward, this person move back. They tell
Right.
you where you have to sit on the boat to balance the boat. So
Yeah, and we got some pretty good seats on our boat, and we went right through the mouth of Monstro, and the land inside has just like it's every kingdom, but it's a miniature sized kind of land, right?
Yeah, it's really cool.
Which one was your favorite out of all of them? Did you have one?
I think the Arendelle look was really
Yeah,
cool.
out of Arendelle, I thought the Aladdin land was pretty
That
good.
was
Yeah.
also really cool.
I liked the Little Mermaid land kind of
Oh,
tucked back
Oh,
into
well,
the little
like their
grotto at the
cove?
end.
Yeah, you can actually miss that one if you're not paying attention.
Yes, it's right at the end of the ride, and they do point it out, but
Right.
yeah, it's right at the end. So if you're looking toward the exit, you're gonna miss it.
Right, so that one was really good as well. So we had one more big one in Fantasyland that we needed to hit up that we definitely didn't have a version of that at ours, which was Alice in Wonderland.
That one was like, if you just ate lunch, it's kind of perfect.
Oh yeah,
I mean, that's what I would think at least.
If
Why do you
just
say
ate
that?
lunch.
Because it's like a slow ride.
Yeah, it is a slow.
Yeah, all of them that we've ridden.
It is, you kind of go and it's dark and kind of trippy, right?
I like the love to the older stories. I mean, you can tell the age of the park compared to World, because you know you have Pinocchio, you have Mr. Toad, you have Snow White, you have Alice.
Which were like all made in between 1950
Well, it
and
almost
2000.
feels, besides the teacups, there's barely any Alice.
Yeah, you get
World,
the character
so,
every once in a while, but that's about it. Yeah.
So we have a video of that one too, so enjoy.
Adventures in Wonderland began when I followed the white rabbit down the rabbit hole. All of a sudden, I fell. Down, down, down.
Oh, looking for the white rabbit? Well, see for yourself.
Oh, Mr. Rabbit, wait, please.
He went this way. No, that way. I mean, for the important date. All right, you know, good night.
Now this is curious. Told you.
Lost, perchance? I'm not sure where I am either.
Wait! Don't wear please!
This way.
Because we know. Cease to glory. Oh, and yet we go ahead. And you can also strength.
We planted your white roses by mistake.
And the queen, she likes it.
Imperial Highness, the Queen of Hearts, and the King.
Shall we play croquet?
Rule 42, the Queen always wins.
With their head off the goodness!
Was it good?
I think today's my birthday too.
That was a good idea.
And I really enjoyed that ride.
Yeah.
Did you like it, Noah?
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah, I like the element where you're inside, then you go outside for a little bit, and then you come
Go
back
back in.
inside.
That
And
was
it's
cool.
kind of like two different levels.
Right.
That was really cool. So, yeah.
So the next ride that we got to, before we got to it, the rain had arrived at that point.
Started sprinkling.
And so
yeah.
we joined the poncho club, which we don't
Yes.
usually do too much. We haven't had to do a lot of ponchos in the park, but
No.
the rain had started to arrive, and that was just a little after 11 o'clock, I
Yeah.
think, the rain. So we did a good amount in the first little bit that morning. And then we headed over to Small World, which we have in Disney World, but the Small World at Disneyland is...
It's like special.
Yeah, it is special, yeah. The
it's-
facade on the outside.
Yes, it's beautiful.
It's fantastic. The line, you see the train go by while you're in line.
I'd say it's better.
It also has IP, the intellectual properties of Disney, interspersed throughout the ride. So like in the UK area, you see Alice, and you see the Queen and the chess pieces.
There's a cool area where Ariel was singing.
Yeah, there's Ariel in the kind of like a tropical area. And then you see like Aladdin and Jasmine on their magic carpet, and
there's a lot of them. Like they're almost all there.
Yeah,
so.
Jesse and Woody are in the Americana section and their little cowboy area. But yeah, so that was really cool, and we did use Genie Plus for that.
Yeah.
We did, and that was
We could
actually
use Genie Plus, yep.
that was actually our second Genie Plus of the day. Do you remember what our first one was?
We did bobsled.
That was before the rain hit.
Yeah, the Matterhorn. So
I loved it.
we did that one, but we were so quick to get on that we didn't take any
We didn't
video
take
or
any
pictures
video,
of that one.
but all of the big kids conquered that. Even Simon and Abby.
Right.
Simon was not into riding that at
He's
all.
good, one and done.
Yep.
So, but
Yes.
Noah loved that one.
Yeah.
You rode it. We rode the right side at least twice, and then we did the left side once.
I think
right?
the left side was better.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah.
So it was the Matterhorn, great ride, fun ride. Small World is good too, and we have some video of that as well.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Characters on this one.
All right, so after Small World, we were getting pretty hungry, right?
Yeah.
So we headed over, kind of, since we had done a lot of things in Fantasyland, and there wasn't a ton to eat in Fantasyland, really. We headed over kind of more toward New Orleans Square.
Yeah.
Ish.
Frontierland-ish area.
Yeah.
Like that little border area there.
So we were kind of on the cusp there, and so Holly and I went and we got mobile ordered Bengal barbecue,
Yes.
which was pretty easy to do.
I really
There's a
wanted-
huge line for Bengal barbecue, but nothing for the mobile
Yeah.
order.
I really, really, really wanted to try that, but I didn't even know they got Bengal barbecue.
He
Yeah.
was so into his lunch, but we tried, I think, every skewer on the menu, including just the veggie skewers, and they were all really good.
And we got the spicy, we got the regular.
Yeah.
For a quick service, fantastic.
We would have done it again, hands down, if we
Right.
had run out of
The
other
video of the
options.
food doesn't give it justice. It was so
No.
good. I mean, they wrap everything up so it doesn't like intermix
Get together.
the sauces and all
It
that
looks
stuff.
kind of gross.
But it's so good.
And it was raining that day, so it was all kind of covered up too. So, but
Yeah, I mean, trying to find a spot out of the rain was almost impossible. Like, there was umbrellas rolling rain off onto the chairs,
Yeah,
and
so you were under an umbrella, your food was dry, but you were still getting
it
rained
was
on.
it was what it was. And now,
Yeah.
Noah, what did you have that day? Do you?
We had fish and chips and corn dogs.
Yeah, fish and chips and corn dogs.
Yummy.
And
So I mobile ordered from Stage Door Cafe, and that was super easy. I mean, there was one person in front of me for mobile order, and the kids enjoyed the corn dogs, and the corn dogs were the hand dipped corn dogs.
yes,
And
which
they were-
Disneyland is legendary
Yeah,
for.
they
and
were really good.
Simon has a little review for you.
Dip.
Best corn dog life.
Oh! So much
All right, so that was Simon's review. If you couldn't tell, he loved it, right?
He
so
I just went dip.
yeah. So once we got done with lunch, we were already wet, so we decided to get on a wet boat ride and go the pirate ride. So
Yeah.
the pirate ride was right next to where we were. The only problem is most of the queue is outside.
Yeah.
At World, it's inside. Here it's outside, so we were kind of
Still
getting
standing
wet.
there.
We're getting
But,
dribbled on.
so which ride do you like better, World or Disneyland?
So in Disneyland you get dribbled on, and World you don't. But Disneyland has 2 drops,
Yeah.
and I really like that part.
Yeah.
So I think Disneyland's.
I think the original there
Yeah.
at Disneyland. The 2 drops, now I know Simon and Abby didn't like the drops, but everything else I thought was really good.
But I'll take Worlds whenever we go.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
So once we got... Oh, yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I liked how the storyline flowed in Land better than it does in World.
Okay.
I like the movies, the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, and I
Right.
felt like that there were things that made more sense in the Land ride, like the pirates with the dog and the key. I just felt like it made more sense than it was just kind of thrown in at the end of World.
So, yeah, it's earlier
Yeah.
on in the
Yeah.
story of the ride, yeah.
Yeah, so
That's
I do
true.
prefer the pirate, and that's another one that at Land, but that's another one that doesn't have Genie Plus. And
Right.
we didn't
I've,
have much of a wait for it.
I've never watched a movie, but I've heard that it does go like more in sync with the movie timeline and how it goes.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So once we got done with that, Noah and I decided to ride another boat ride. So because we already had ponchos on, so we might as well.
Also, it was my last chance to ride the original version of this.
Right.
Yeah.
So we went and we rode Splash Mountain, and that's going to be our final time ever riding that, huh?
And that was Noah's first time ever riding
Yeah.
it because he's never even ridden the one in World.
Right. Yep. So that 50-foot drop's not that bad, right?
Yeah, I don't know why I was scared.
So that was good to ride that one more time. And then, while we were riding that, there's not much in Critter Country anymore, but
No.
Holly and the kids went and...
They have, so in Critter Country, there is a meet and greet for the Winnie the Pooh characters.
Right.
They weren't meeting in their normal spot because of the rain, but they were kind of under the porch over by the gift shop and Hungry Bear. And so we waited in the line, and it looked like a really long line, but the character attendants kept it moving, and we got to meet Pooh and Tigger while they were riding Splash, and
They have other characters, but they switched out, right?
They did. So shortly after we were done, they switched Tigger for Eeyore, so it was Pooh and Eeyore then.
Yeah.
So that would have been fun because he doesn't typically meet in World except at Crystal Palace.
But the kids probably enjoyed Tigger.
They did. Simon, you can see in the video that Simon was jumping with Tigger, and yeah.
Tigger and Pooh are just both of their emotions, and if you added those two up, their kids would be Abby and Simon.
Yeah. But we opted to skip Winnie the Pooh this trip.
Yeah.
We'd never ridden it, but we'd heard the one in World is better because of the way the cart interacts with the ride. And it just always seemed to have a really long line, and there was no Genie Plus for
And I
it.
really think we would have got to more in our day if it wasn't the rain. So once we got done with Splash and the Pooh meet and greet, we were starting to head back. And I think Haunted Mansion was actually, we were able to snag a Lightning Lane
Lightning
for that.
Lane, yeah, we got Genie Plus for Haunted Mansion.
Yep. And then a lot of that queue was still outside.
No. I mean, there was an umbrella every 10 feet to stand under.
Yeah, but we had our ponchos, and so we
The
did
ghosts
that.
were
Haunted
not
Mansion.
happy with us.
No, the ghosts were not happy with
No.
us. But it was fun to see the original. The Hatbox Ghost was there, which was exciting for us to see. There are a lot of differences though.
There really are.
Before you actually get on the ride, you go through a lot of elements that
Are part of the ride in World.
Right.
Yeah.
So what was your favorite part, Noah, on Haunted Mansion? Did you have one?
No.
No, not
Do
really.
you prefer World or Leanne's version?
I don't know. I really like the Hatbox Ghost, but
Yeah.
now that that's moving to World,
Yeah, we're gonna get it at World, so
Very soon, I hear.
but the queue elements that you get on the ride, I think, is way better. So I think Disneyland would go overall.
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I prefer Worlds.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you don't have a preference.
Nope, don't have a preference.
It's never really been your favorite ride.
Yeah. So after that, I think we were just kind of tired of getting wet.
Yes.
And so we kind of camped out in some of the stores in New Orleans Square. We had a Blue Bayou reservation.
We did.
And it was a fairly early one. And bless Gina, she came all the way out to meet us for a Disney day.
Yeah.
And she basically came out for dinner because we did dinner and that was about it.
And that's all she wanted to do too, because as an annual pass holder, she had to scan in anyway.
Yeah.
So
#thank you, Gina.
Yes. Yep.
But we had a reservation for an early dinner, but it wasn't even close to our dinner time yet, and we were like, okay, well we're ready to go. So we stopped at Blue Bayou and said, anyway, you can get us in early. We just kind of want to get out of the rain, and they were able to get us in within like 10 to 15 minutes of checking in and asking to get in early.
Also, Mom, they told Mom that the Monte Cristo wouldn't be there if we didn't get in early. So.
Oh yes, so I really wanted.
That was on the lunch.
That
menu.
was the lunch menu, and they had told me that when we sat down that we were at the lunch menu and dinner items wouldn't be available. And I said, so does that mean lunch items aren't available at dinner? And they told me, yeah, you wouldn't have been able to get the Monte Cristo if we had been at our regular time. I wouldn't have been able to get the Monte Cristo, which I did.
Yeah,
and I loved.
So the restaurant's very cool. When you walk in, it's a dark restaurant, and it's like you're on the bayou and you're in the swamp, and you can see the boats, the pirate ride, boats go by. You hear there's cricket sounds piped in, so you're in the swamp, and we weren't right on the water, but we were pretty close to the water. You can see
there was one table between us and the water.
You can't forget that the Pirates was there. That's a really cool element of it.
Yeah, it is very cool. So we did some appetizers. We did the fritters,
corn fritters,
and then we did the scallops. And then I had the filet, which was really good. The kids had steak and I think Simon had spaghetti. Yep. Yeah. So the kids had a few meals.
The steak was better than I expected. I thought it would just be normal steak.
Yeah. And then I think Holly and Gina got
No, Gina got a salad.
Oh, Gina got a salad? Okay.
Yeah.
But then Holly got her Monte Cristo.
And it did come with a salad, like a seasonal salad that was really good.
Yeah.
The thing that threw me a little bit with the Monte Cristos, I'm used to Monte Cristos coming with like a berry compote.
Yeah.
And this one comes with a seasonal compote and a vanilla sauce. So the seasonal compote was actually apricot.
Right.
And that was really good. I preferred that to the vanilla for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was interesting. This is their signature restaurant. And I felt like I've had better signature restaurants at World.
I feel like I've had better regular table service restaurants.
Yeah,
I thought,
but it was very good.
It was, yes.
I thought that I got to try the Monte Cristo.
Micah Mann's joined us here real quick. So we'll have Micah join us for the very end. So Noah, you had my Monte Cristo, right?
Yeah.
And how'd you like it?
It was super good.
Yeah, it was super good. So after dinner, we were done. We had soggy shoes.
Yeah, we grabbed beignets to go, which was a little bit of a mistake because they didn't make it back to the room. They were not good by the time we got back to the room.
And then we have a video of Dad blowing our shoes.
We were doing everything we could to get those shoes dried for the next day.
All right, so that's it for day one. Soggy ending, a great start. Hey, should we say bye for now?
Yep, Micah, say bye for now.
Say bye for now, Micah. Say bye. We'll see you later. Thanks for watching. Bye.